Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. The Sun Devils will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats offense takes the field to start this game off. Guys, they battle for the Territorial Cup and bragging rights in the desert.
Yeah, and the three of us have been part of this rivalry. We've seen it up close before, calling this game in the past, and we know these two fan bases, man, they do not like each other.
Disdain, distaste. This rivalry goes back to before Arizona was an official state. Just think about how deep and how old this rivalry is.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
Makes the grab down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying play action. Fires left. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. And the Wildcats are rolling down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposite. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Arizona State's offense will have its first possession of the game. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Got his man out of the backfield. Stumbled to the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to throw. It's Cox. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to make themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Second down now after the sack. Leaves it with the back. Turns it on in midfield. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Wyoming took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Cowboys that fired on all cylinders. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Right down the gut of the field. The tap. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads it downfield. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Arizona 28, Arizona State 7.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. It'll be a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: you're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap. You can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit.
Arizona 28, Arizona State 7.
Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he...
Off he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards.
Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Arizona 35, Arizona State.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The play action fake. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
From the gun, give on the inside. Scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
Wants to return it. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback extends the play. Complete. That's just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your...
Touchdown, Arizona! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, Arizona State, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking to throw, it's Cox. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got an open man. Got room at the 35. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Using the quick game. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Number 1.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, in-state rivalries are always so rich, and this Clemson-South Carolina feud is no different. Let's take a look at what went down in today's edition. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one.
He's got him wide open.
60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half. And listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to...
Running toward the tape. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Wildcats in the hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's looking for a man on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Zona Sioux had a huge celebration with a big win the last time they saw the Devils.
And it just felt like in that game, everything Arizona dialed up was working. Arizona State's defense in this game, David, they have got to play better.
They got to play.
He's off to the races. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arizona. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking downfield, it's Cox. Makes the grab on the left. Strong, firm tackle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that pass intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle box.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Cox. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway.
Arizona State, 14.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of
They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
Yeah, and you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. And they can't make the connection.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. Had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Got his man to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific